And this is very important for us as Africans to understand, because the young generation today in Africa, we are tired. We have been running down this road of democracy. I mean, the West suggesting the kind of systems and the kind of methods and strategies to develop Africa. We don't want to build Europe in Africa. We don't want to build the West in Africa. We want to build an Africa for Africans. We want to build an Africa that is going to reflect the Africans that are in the diaspora. We want to build an Africa that is going to reflect the Africans that are in the Caribbean. We want to build an Africa that is going to reflect the Africans which are in America. As a matter of fact, being an African makes you an African. So you have the full political right to have a say and to have a place in Africa. So we cannot be talking of Africa when we have the chunks of Africa out of Africa without seeking their opinion as a collective, how will I put it, a strategy on how we can build a society that can integrate all Africa. And that is why we're talking about the United Africa. We don't want government, I still repeat, we don't want governments in Africa that are building the West in Africa. We don't need to be... As a matter of fact, I don't understand how the West survives from Africa. They build their economies from the resources and the human resources of Africa. Why can the African head of state not use the Africans in building Africa and use the African resources in building Africa? How do they go and succumb themselves from somebody whose economy depends on the blood of your own people and the resources of your own land? That is where the major challenge is. And I need the Africans to understand why it is that way, and that is where religion comes to play. When they had stolen the identity of the African man, it made the African man to begin to forgive his enemy and fight his own brother. How do you explain the fact that you become enemy to your own father and become friend to the man who killed your own ancestors? It doesn't tie up. And these are the things that we are saying, that all of these things, whether it's religion, Christianity, democracy, economy, education, has to be redefined. How do a people, a race, tend to be losing its own identity? Have we now become made in the likeness of the West? Has the sins and the alleged sins of the West falling upon the African people? How are we related? So we need to be able to understand that the kind of Africa that we are envisaging, the kind of Africa that we are looking forward to, the kind of struggle that we are conducting to see that we bring Africa to the spirit of our founding father. Do you know, as a matter of fact, in 2001, 2002, it took Thabo Mbeki, who was the chairman of the OAU, the last chairman of the OAU, to take a single-handed decision to change the OAU to AU. In the interest of the EU and the United Nations after the 2001 September 11 bombing. They brought in the AU using Thabo Mbeki. How does a man change the spirit of our founding father as an individual? That is an abomination. And these are the things that we are saying, that as far as we as Africans are concerned, all of these things at one point we are going to redefine them. Because we cannot allow men who entered into politics where 85% of the population of the African people were not born, and still yet seek to lead a people that they don't have a connection with. They must not stay ahead in order to lead the people. We expect them to stay behind and allow the young generation to decide their own future while they guide us from behind. How do you expect men who are by age sick already? As a matter of fact, mentally they are already weakened, where at this point they need to stay behind the young ones and guide them, because they have the dreams. We have the vision, we have the energy to make all of these things a reality. How do you want to lead a young generation that you don't have connection with? That is the challenge.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Ateme Bako.